Hello folks, it's Rube here and I'm back with the first real attempt at the totally reasonable Jurassic run. Today we're going to be taking out the Gallimimus. Now Galli is an omnivore. We'll be able to chow down on a variety of plants and some small animals like crabs, or if we're really desperate, we can scavenge meat. But of course, the real question, are we going to survive to 100% growth? Make sure you stick around so we can find out. Here we go. Diet. Sanctuary mushroom, crab, mango, bullfrog, sumac, pumpkin, and sunchoke roots. I think we should start off by heading to the sanctuary. Tiny little thing we are. Start off at 25% growth. Oh, we have our mutation. I've sped this up, but you can see it took a little bit of a time to decide what mutation to go with. I went with faster stamina recovery during the day because I thought I could outrun my opponents. We'll see how well that goes. The Isle can be quiet at times. You think no one's around, spend time out in the open, relaxing, get some food. But as prey, always need to have your head on a swivel. And here's why. Not too bad. Ooh, instant death. Yeah, that's unfortunate. We died to a baby Rex. Well. Let's try that one again, shall we? Another day, another Gallimimus. This time we have the mutation that gives us 30% louder footsteps. Just grabbing our first meal after starting. What's that? Are those footsteps? Loud footsteps. Ooh boy! That's 2 Sarahs, I think. Wow. Yeah, it was indeed 2 Sarahs, thankfully preoccupied with a carcass. Sarahs get dangerous bacteria growing when they feast on rotting flesh, and that would be fatal at almost any stage of our growth. You see, getting bitten by a Sarah gives you sickness. You'll vomit, lose a ton of your stomach and water contents, and significantly drain your stamina. Not something we want to toy with. Let's try and get some proof. Is that a trike? It was indeed a trike. The circle of life strikes again. Another Sarah grabs another meal. But we're not ready to be on the menu just yet. We need to find a little bit more food to fill our bellies, and then get the hell out of here. Carnotaurus off in the distance there. Grab this. Oh, we hold it in our hands. Look at that. Oh, that's cute. Hold it in our little claws as we trot along. It's these little details that I really like about the Isle. I was hiding in that bush, but there's a lot of noise all of a sudden. Repeated calls. And I don't like being this close to some commotion. So I think we'll grab a bite to eat. And then we'll see if we can find somewhere better to hide. See if we go for these carbs down this way. A lot of noise going on. Alright, we'll eat this. Maintain a perfect diet. So each of these protein, carbs, and lipids, for each one that you have some of, you get a whole bunch of buffs. The one that we're interested in is the growth rate increase. That is very, very close. What is that making that noise? Good lord, is that an AI? That's gotta be AI. Get the hell away from that thing. It turns out that yes, there are AI dinos added to the Horde test. So not every dinosaur you see is guaranteed to be a player. And some of them are quite loud. For now though, we need to go find refuge. Somewhere safe where we can wait out the night. Nighttime brings its own set of challenges. The Gallimimus has exceptionally poor night vision, so can hardly see anything in the dark. With good moonlight, we'll get some vision back, but in the shadow of a cliff or when the night has just fallen, the moon hasn't risen yet, this is the result. Predators can see far better than we can. We'd be a sitting duck if a raptor came around the corner now. I can see a little bit as the moon comes out. We'll hide in here for the night. There we go. Well, I was hoping to wait for daytime, but we're not quite there yet. We're down to 30% hunger, so I'm gonna have to move, I think. But we just need to be extra wary of the monsters lurking at night. With the moon out, we can actually see fairly decently, much better than we could earlier. What is that symbol? That symbol is for foraging. The Gallimimus is one of the dinosaurs that is able to spot little burrows made by small creatures, and with a bit of luck finding the right position, can dig the burrows up and force the creature out. If you're quick enough to catch it, it's not a bad snack. Just trying to find the right positioning here. popped up for a second there. Come on. There it is. Forage. Oh. Lost it. Didn't even see what it was. But a potential meal? Lost in the darkness. Oh well. I guess we'll have to go find something else instead. As a new day breaks, we were able to find some bushes to feed on, and now come down to the lake for a drink. Some spots of water are certainly safer than others in the Isle, but you can never be completely certain that where you're drinking is safe. You never know. There could be a croc hiding anywhere. The low rumble of a Dinosaur in the distance. It's a risky game, drinking at this lake. But needs must be met. It's a game of survival, and if we don't drink, we would die anyway. Alright. New day dawns. We are 41% growth. Need to grab a bite to eat, or what was that? Can't quite tell what that is from this distance. Not friendly, I would bargain. Not friendly at all. That certainly is a bargain. We would win, too. That wasn't friendly. That was a Rex. There he goes. A constant reminder. The game of cat and mouse that is predator and prey. And we must not forget, we are the prey. We must be constantly on our guard if we're to make it to fully grown. Very close call. I think it's high time we leave. Finding food as a herbivore is not a particularly difficult thing to do in the Isle. Your scent bar at the top clearly marks migration zones that, if you go to, you will almost certainly find almost all of your diet. So that's where we're going to head. A long journey to our migration zone. On our way to the migration zone, we found a cool piece of human infrastructure. A little outpost of sorts. Well, this place is cool. Look at all this fancy human infrastructure. Hello? Anyone home? Oh, it's dark in here. See anything? Anyone around? Cool place. Ooh, that's a drop. Maybe we don't just go straight down. Spent a good deal of time travelling towards the migration until we came across this river. A good opportunity for a drink, but we're interrupted. Footsteps. What was that little thing? Oh, he's gone. Alright, we've just grown up into the next step. If we go in the bush for a second. Yeah, so we're now a sub-adult, we're halfway there. And we get another mutation. So plants giving us water could be really nice. Bleed resistance. Reduce damage. I think we'll take get water when eating plants. Because that will reduce our need to come to the shore. See if we can quickly get a drink. Please, no crocs. Please, no croc. Okay, we're lucky. We do have the advantage at the moment that fish spawns are broken to hell and back. So it is a lot harder to grow a Dinosuchus at the moment. And I think Dinosuchus is probably the most difficult playable at the moment to grow because of that issue. We're almost there, we're almost at our migration zone. What was that? Is that us? I feel like I heard something. Here's a sanctuary we're going through. What is that? That's something eating meat. Yes, it is. There's a little carnivore in there. I kinda need to go through here, though. To fit in the sanctuary, the carnivore must be small. But it's a juvenile Rex. Even a juvenile would be a threat to us if it got the jump on us. We need to be quick, careful. No risk is worth it. If we're going to get to fully grown, we've got to avoid any chance of being eaten. But we made it through. Safe and sound, out of the sanctuary, and one step closer to our migration. There is a lot of dead things in here. Just keep running. We're Gallimimus, we're a long distance runner. We are built for this. Alright, we're in our zone. Food. With bellies full and a perfect diet going on, we needed somewhere safe to wait. Away from prying eyes, away from potential predators. This rock would do nicely. The only things that could get up here would be dinosaurs that could jump, like the Troodon or the Raptor. But we would hear or see them coming. We'd have a chance to get away. A T-Rex, they can't jump at all. we'd be completely safe from them. So for now, we'll hunker down, wait, maybe get up every now and then for a snack, but this is our chance to wait and grow. We waited around for a while, but there were some calls of raptors in the distance. Rather than take the risk, I decided to make a move. There we go. We're going to be a lot safer on this side of the fence anyway. They'll have to navigate that rock if they want to get over this side. Oh no. No, they won't. There's a big gate right there. Never mind. Let's just put some distance between me and those raptors. Much like Frodo and the hobbits, we need to stay off the roads.
I think we should get off the road.
60%. 40 to go. And night is just around the corner. I had hoped I'd get a little bit more time on this rock. Maybe last all the way into night. Maybe even all the way till the morning. But as you'll soon see, we didn't get a whole lot of time to ourselves. It didn't take long for a couple of what looked to be juvenile Rexes to find my rock. We're safe up here, of course. They possibly can't get up. But the real risk in the official servers isn't necessarily these two. It's going to be mix packing. Who's to say they don't have a raptor in their group that's just a little ways behind? They might be big enough to pin us. I don't know. I don't know how heavy they are. Well, I guess we're not sitting here for the night anymore. We're definitely gonna have to move. Oh, they're chasing something. Is that a little Maya? Or a Tenno, maybe? Did they kill it? Oh, they did kill it. That's my chance, though. Not sticking around those guys to find out. Yeah, there. Until that moon comes up, our visibility is heavily restricted. So we shall sit tight on this rock. %. 65% is good progress so far. We've grown well. But we're safe for the moment, though we're going to be in for quite a long night. What's that? I can't see a thing. Whatever is there behind us, in the dark, probably has a lot better vision than we do as the Gallimimus. Our hunger's getting low, but I don't think this is a time we could risk to go looking for food. I have no idea what it is behind me. They can't get to me, whatever it is, and it's not going to be friendly. If they could get to me, they would have by now. I can't see a thing. The footsteps and snarling would fade into the distance as we sat on our rock, safely in the darkness, awaiting sun's first light, that we may finally get some food again. Almost daybreak. There's a little Dinosaur down there. It was now a question of what would come first, the sun rising or succumbing to starvation. And even when the sun does rise and we can see again, that's still no guarantee of safety. 5% left in the stomach. I don't know if we can wait. Oh, sun's rising. There it is. We can see again. Alright, we gotta move. We gotta get going. Alright. Search for food. At the rate we've been growing, if we can get to the end of this day, we might just make it and have the first dino complete. Me! Oh! Run! 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 Whoa! That was really close! How did we not get bitten? Wow! Wow, 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 wow. Holy crap. Oh. Oh my god. I thought for certain. That was so close. I was getting some food, just eating these flowers, when one of them bugged out and got stuck in my mouth. Has this bug happened to any of you? If so, please leave a comment, let me know. Especially let me know if you know how to fix it. Something to consider with migration zones. It's not just herbivores that find them. We're about to hit 75% growth and get our final mutation as well. But unfortunately, that same Rex we just saw is going to stalk us for the rest of the day. I think we're okay. We're an adult, 75% final mutation. Okay. What do we need here for our last bit of survivability? Reduce damage. nutrition decay rate. Sure. So we keep our nutrients for a little bit longer. This flower on our neck will eventually disappear though. So that's, yeah, it's not permanent. Lipids. For a chance at a perfect diet. No lipids. Midday, 81%. As you can see, we're almost fully grown now. Not much further to go. I cut a bunch of the walking around out of the video. It was mostly travel. Went along the beach, went into the swamps. Didn't really see a whole lot of anything, to be honest. Remember earlier when I said I needed to stay off the roads? Well, there was a good reason for that. As you'll see here in just a second, I'm about to walk straight into a Rex and not even realize. Whoa! Did he catch us? Oh no, he might be able to catch us. He's gaining on us. He is absolutely gaining on us. I can't outrun this Rex, but I can clear it with my jumps. My only hope of survival is to keep jumping over the Rex. Like that. But sooner or later, one of us is gonna mess up. Oh no! No, we're pinned! We're pinned. We're okay. Oh, we got a broken leg. I can't jump. Fight for survival. Alas, it would be futile. This fight for survival was only going to end one way. With a broken leg, we couldn't jump anymore. And so we wouldn't make it. Not this time. We tried. We tried. Another life down. Another attempt in failure. The Gallimimus. So close. So close. But once that Rex found us, one, pin broke our leg. We couldn't get away. He's faster. Damn. On to the next. If you enjoyed this video, please do leave a like and a comment, and I'm sure that we will see each other again very, very soon. But until then, take care.